Atlanta don't have a quarterback.
Right.
Tampa Bay,
Don't have a quarterback.
don't have a quarterback. And
Carolina ain't got a quarterback.
see, so far
the Saints got a quarterback.
as of right now, they have the best quarterback
That is true.
of that division. Derek Carr, he needed to change scenery.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. I think it's gonna help him a lot.
Just to clear his mind and do everything he needed to do. It's good for him.
Yeah, I think so too.
We'll see how they say Dennis Allen
Yeah.
drafted him when he came into the league.
Right.
So we'll see how that parent works again.
See how it works out. Yeah, I think that's a good move for Derek Carr to go to the Saints. The Saints are a decent team. I remember the Saints being the Eagles in the regular season.
Yeah, they got a good defense.
Yeah, they beat the Eagles down.
Yeah, see,
like the Cowboys did.
Saints got a good defense, man.
The Cowboys and Saints beat the Eagles down in the regular season.
Well, that's still they still didn't go as far as we did. So
I mean, still turned out to be nothing. But
for me, man, Derek Carr, middle of the pack.
Yeah. But middle of the pack is what you need to go to playoffs, though. You need middle of the pack.
That's true. Because as long as you win your division,
as long as you win your division, you in. And then anything can happen from there.
Yeah. And maybe, that's what the Saints needed. Jameis Winston wasn't panning out to be what they thought he would be.
Yes. And now they're going to release him. He's going to be a free agent.
Jameis Winston?
Yeah, they're going to release him. They're going to pay him $20-some million. They ain't going to do that. They're going to release him. And then he's going to be a free agent. And, he'll be a good backup somewhere.
Yeah, and the Vikings released the linebacker Eric Kendricks.
Yes, they released Eric Kendricks. Yep. He's a good linebacker.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of teams, man, that are.
And the Rams let go of Leonard Floyd. Yep.
You about to see a whole lot of.
And Floyd had 9 sacks this year. Yeah.
You're going to see a whole lot of named players get moved, especially from the Eagles.
I think so too.
There's going to be a lot of pieces from a lot of teams that's getting released, and some of them franchise tagged.
Yeah. Some people get franchise tagged. Some people get moved. I know Dwayne Brown, the offensive tackle for the Jets.
Yeah.
So he come back for the 17th year.
Whew.
17th year.
Yeah, and that's
17th.
That's hard. That's an accomplishment in itself.
Accomplishment by the offensive lineman.
And I think he's banking on now that Derek Carr is over there with the Saints. I think they banking on Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Oh snap!
I think
not the diva.
I think
not the diva. You gonna put a diva in New York? No, that's a bad mix up right there. That's a bad mix.
And that's what's gonna happen.
Woo!
He ain't gonna like that media.
Oh man. Oh, he gonna act a fool with that media.
But you know what? The Jets weren't a bad team.
No, not at all. The Jets were one quarterback away from making the playoffs.
Yeah.
So yeah, Aaron Rodgers would really elevate their team, and they were young last year, so you can imagine they could improve a little bit and have a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers. Oh yeah,
Buffalo gonna have some trouble.
A whole lot of trouble.
Miami too.
Miami, Buffalo.
And they say Lamar Jackson. The Ravens are trying to figure out which tag they want to put on him. It's either an exclusive tag, which is they said it could exceed more than $45 million, or the non-exclusive tag, which is $32 million, which the Ravens can match from other teams.
Yeah, somebody can match it. Yeah, somebody can offer him a contract and they can match it.
And then they get the 2 first-round picks if they get rid of him. Hey. So that sound kind of.
I think I would do that.
That's what I said. Yeah. Yeah, because I mean.
Then you got options. You like we're gonna match it or we're not gonna match it.
And then you have, he's once in a kind of a generation kind of talent.
Yeah.
You got running quarterbacks and, but he can throw the ball too.
Yeah.
But you got some quarterbacks coming out of the draft.
But see, if you put that tag on him, I'm going to tell you the danger. Because you want to say, I'm going to get the 2 number 1 picks, right? But here's the danger. What if the 49ers said, then you got 2 number 1 picks, but it's late first round picks. You don't want that. You don't want to be picking 28th, 30th. But the 49ers be like, you know what?
That's fine, because all we need.
The 49ers be like, you know what?
Go
ahead.
You imagine a coach like Shanahan with Lamar Jackson?
Whew. With Debo.
And Kittle.
And
Ayuk.
Oh, Ayuk. I like Ayuk too.
And McCaffrey.
And McCaffrey.
Yeah, that's cheating.
Yeah, but if I was 49ers, I'd be like, I hope they do put that tag on him.
Yeah.
We're going to get him.
golly. Okay, so let me ask you this. Where would you rather go if you were Lamar Jackson? The 49ers or the Dolphins?
Well, I'd rather go Miami. Because it's nice and warm in Miami.
But Cali's nice, too.
Yeah, Cali's nice, but it ain't like Miami.
It ain't Miami.
It ain't Miami.
And he's from there. That's home.
That's right. Like Will Smith said, welcome to Miami.
Yeah, man, it's.
Will Smith said it. He'll smack you in your face. He'll smack you into the right area.
Yeah, he Will.
Yeah.
Will mean what he said.
Will, listen.
For me, I think
keep your mouth off his wife.
I think the best thing for the Ravens to do is to put the non-exclusive tag on and try to get something for it, because he's not. It's too much. It's,
right.
They ain't feeling each other no more.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So So I would consider both tags, and either way, you should come up with 2 number 1 picks. But I'd rather negotiate the picks. I'd probably put the franchise tag on him, the exclusive tag on him, so I can negotiate the trade value myself. But
here's the thing, though, that trips me up. You want as much as you can get from him, but you're not willing to pay him the money. I don't understand. What is that? Because Aaron Rodgers ain't going to have everything that he's doing, all the the diva and all the acting stuff that he's doing. They willing to pay whatever.
Oh yeah,
for Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah. They gonna pay a lot.
People are willing to eat that $58 million.
Yes,
but you're not willing to pay young Lamar Jackson who's in his prime,
because they considered it the principle of the thing. They said, we don't do it with nobody else, and we ain't gonna do it with Lamar. So Lamar, we don't negotiate like that with nobody else, and we ain't gonna do it with you.
Oh man!
And Lamar said, "Well, hey, if you gonna pay me, somebody gonna pay
him."
Yep.
Man, I'm anxious to see where he goes.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I can't see him, and he loves Baltimore.
He loves Baltimore, but I think he loves Miami as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think he loves Miami, and like Will Smith, because Jada, he got mad when Chris Rock said something about Jada Pinkett, even though Jada is bald-headed now. That's still the truth. She is a bald-headed woman. I ain't no problem with her being bald-headed, but I'm just saying she is bald-headed. So I don't know why you mad because somebody said she was bald-headed. She bald-headed.
Well, we know he was picking on her some years ago when he was the host, and I think Will was
a comedian.
But Will was just waiting on that time.
Yo, he was waiting on that.
Will was just waiting on the perfect time.
Well, Will caught the right one.
See, but that thing, Chris Rock ain't gonna do nothing.
I mean, it's a bad matchup.
And neither is his brother.
I mean, it's a bad matchup. Chris Rock is small. His brother too. His brother's small too.
Yeah, his brother said every time I see Will Smith, it's on site. You ought to stop.
He don't want no Will.
That's like John. That's
Will,
like John
Will's
Moran.
6'2". Will's like 6'2".
That's like John Moran.
Yeah, Ja. You see Ja holding up the gun?
You want to move on? Let's come on. Let's jump to the NBA.
Okay, go to the NBA.
We're going to get into this.
Okay.
Ja Morant has been suspended indefinitely.
Right.
His coach said he don't know when he'll be back.
Right.
They ain't decided yet.
They're gonna try to give him some help.
Here's the thing about when you're young and making poor decisions.
Yes.
And you need people in your life who are gonna hold you accountable. Because number one, if his father is at every game,
yes,
but you allowing him to get into this trouble, and then you jumping into the trouble with him,
right?
John not built like that.
Let me tell you something. Hopefully, what the situation is a young person being a young person and not realizing where they're at. Mm-hmm. That's what I hope. But on the flip side, what it could be is a nickel being a nickel. Nickels come in all shapes and sizes.
Yeah.
Nickel come in all type of colors, but they're still a nickel.
And for you to have the status that you have,
yeah, nickels act like nickels.
Yeah, and you flashing guns on camera.
That's Nichols' activity.
Yeah, he's got to do better.
Yeah, I mean, come on now, you are a professional basketball player.
Could be the face of the NBA.
Could be the face of the NBA. Why you acting like you're a gangster? Why you act like you hood? First of all, you're not even hood. Second of all, you're not built like that, y'all.
He was raised in private school.
You
You know what I mean?
you're not even built like that, y'all.
And it's not saying that makes you a punk because
No, not at all.
that you're in private
Not
school.
at all.
But the persona that you're trying to portray, that's not you.
And to be fair, it's not just him on that team. It's a few people on that team.
Yes.
That pretending like they gangster.
And they keep on they keep on doing it every single game.
Listen, somebody need to sit them down and have a talk with them.
Bane.
Bane, I seen Bane up close. I know he ain't built like that. Hey, Bane, you are not built like that, my bro. I saw you up close.
Yeah, man. It's
Come on now, just enjoy where you are in life right now.
Yes.
And stop trying to be something that you're not. And not only are you not, you don't want to be. You don't want those type of problems. You don't want those type of issues.
No, because and this is the thing what I'm talking about when you're around a group of people and you're keeping company that, man, they putting you in the wrong situations, man. And you're gonna end up somewhere where
you don't want to be. You don't want to be.
And you're gonna say I knew, because I'm sure in his mind he's saying to himself, I shouldn't keep doing this.
I know that's right.
Things is getting uncomfortable. If you got to carry yourself a gun, which being in the NBA, you got to.
I think you now do it the proper way. Go through the proper procedures. But if you go through the proper procedures, the first thing they're gonna train you to do is not be flashing your gun. No Go through the proper procedures. Me and my wife, Dr. Pookie, we are licensed to carry a weapon. We go through the proper procedures, get the proper training. The first thing they teach you, you ain't flashing your gun nowhere.
Yeah, because I mean that just you bringing too much. That's causing too many problems, man.
Now, as an athlete, I would be.
That's a different kind of world.
I would get the training that I need, go through the proper procedures, and I would have security.
That right there.
Because the boy from the Eagles got robbed.
Yeah. Pascal,
he got robbed.
And he said that, that's the one he usually carries, but that's the one time that he said, I'm just running to the store.
No, that's the one time he didn't carry.
And that's what happened. Yeah. But he's not gonna do it no more though.
They said he said he had a gun to his face.
Yeah. And but that's anywhere you go, if you're an athlete, you got to have security. I don't care where it is.
I don't care where it is.
Yeah. You can't play. The people, especially the way the world is now.
Yes.
You have to be on guard.
Yes. No matter where you at now, you got to be on guard because people are crazy now. I mean, literally, something's wrong with these people.
Yeah.
There are a group of people out there that something's wrong with.
It's a large group.
It's a large group. There's something wrong with them people. And it don't matter where you from, where you go, where you live. It has nothing to do with it. You better know where you at all times. You better be prepared at all times.
And it's and even talking about Memphis, it's spilling onto the court.
Yes.
The attitudes that they have, outside. They don't have
their persona.
Yeah.
Like they tough.
And it's almost like they ain't got no guidance.
And you know what? Somebody has said this before. Somebody has said that Ja, dad, is of that mentality. Like he wants to be part of the group.
And that's what he acts like.
Yeah, that's what he acts like. Like he part of but he's not. Somebody need to tell him, you're not.
No, and you
are actually his father.
But you see how he acted when he was with
with Shannon Sharp. Now, he didn't want no part of Shannon Sharp.
See,
he didn't want no parts of Shannon Sharp.
For Shannon Sharp standing there, right?
Right.
And you got all these people running up to Shannon Sharp, and he's like, I looked at everybody, and I'm like, I see him, he don't want no problem. He don't want no problem. Then Ja came up, he don't want no problem. And then he said, then his dad came up, he really didn't want these problems. Yeah, it's just something's got to. Something's got to happen. And again, like it's spilling on the court. They're losing focus on the court.
Yeah,
they scored 51 points in the third quarter.
I know,
and still lost to the Clippers.
No defense.
No, and here you go. Westbrook
I'm gonna give it a few more games before I say something.
Nah, because the thing about it, when I say Westbrook's about that.
Yeah, he about that life.
And he brought the Clippers. He brought attitude. So he brought that Clippers team back to Memphis with attitude. I mean, he was physical.
Yes. Yeah. Now Westbrook about that life. Yeah. He from that side of town.
Compton.
Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah, he one of those dudes.
Yeah, he knows. And it's just, I don't know. It's we're gonna see, as time goes on, because we don't know with Ja Morant, how long that's gonna be. Something tells me when the playoffs come, they're gonna they're gonna get loose. They're gonna get loose on that suspension.
Yeah, he'll be back a couple games. I'm sure of it. But at the same time, a lot of times, unfortunately, this will happen with the Rev. Tell you the truth. Unfortunately, sometimes you need something to happen for you to realize something can happen.
Yep.
And it happened with me. Something had to happen, and then I realized, oh, you know what? Something can happen.
And you know what, too? Truthfully, young men.
Yeah.
Like you said, you need something to happen because young men can tend to be hard-headed.
Yeah. –
Especially when –
Lord knows I was hard-headed.
Especially when you're – I'm sure it's a little bit more difficult when you're in the NBA. You growing up 19, 20, 21 years old.
Yeah.
There's a whole different brand of people coming your way and all of that, and it's making you feel like you untouchable sometimes. And what's his name?
That money ain't helping out none.
No.
Because that money making people say yes, yes, yes. And some people should be saying no, no, no.
Like his father.
Yep.
And Morant has said, he needs to get some help.
Yeah.
Which we knew that.
Yeah.
Why are you flashing the thing on the internet?
Yeah, why are you flashing?
You know what that's going to do.
Yeah. You don't flash the burner on the internet. You don't flash the burner at all. It's not to be flashed.
No.
But I think a lot of times as young men, we want that type of life. We want that wild, crazy life until something happens, and then you realize I don't want this. This is not what I want.
Yeah.
And we all been through it, and hopefully Ja learns from this, so don't have to go any further, and you don't have to learn any other hard lessons. And it's just this one time he says, you know what? This is not what I want. What I want is a good professional NBA career, and then I could go on from there.
I wonder if, it's too hard to not be you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why are you trying to be something that you're not?
Yeah, they see it on TV.
That's
hanging around the wrong people. I'll tell you a story about hanging around the wrong people. Let me tell you a story about hanging around the wrong people.
Ooh, I know that.
When I was young, in junior high, as a matter of fact, I was in junior high, and on the north side, you would have people come up to you, older guys, and they would be like, hey, if you run this over here for me, I'll give you some money. And, they flash you the money, run this over here for me. Mm-hmm. Well, I was raised by my parents, you don't get involved in this. But one of my friends, they didn't have the parents in the house. And they decided they was going to take the objects to wherever the people said. And he was a runner. He was a runner, and he was making money and coming to junior. I'm talking about junior high. He making money, and he got money in junior high. One day, the people he worked for had an issue with these other people that were selling the same thing, and the people were looking for the people he worked with. He worked for, but they couldn't find them. They found him, and when they found him, he ain't around no more because he was around the wrong people, doing the wrong things. And you can have the wrong influences and lead you down the wrong path. And I think a lot of times young men, they get caught up with the wrong people, the wrong crowd. And that's like the type of people he seems to be around, people that, they want to be like this, and they want, you don't have to be, because that's not who you are. Who you are is you are a NBA superstar, by the way. He is an NBA superstar. And if he could just, decide, you know what, let me, and that's why Rev has said it 100 times. Much as people, why is he 24th on your list? But I've said it 100 times. he is the better citizen of all the NBA stars besides Doc. LeBron James is the better citizen, and you an NBA player. LeBron James is an NBA player. Won't you? Hey, LeBron, I want to hang around with you in the summertime. Can I hang out with you? What do you do? What are you doing in life? Because as amazing, just think about it. As young as y'all is, name one time you heard something bad about LeBron James.
Yeah.
Something negative. He flashing something. He at the club doing something wrong. Name one time.
But here's another example too. We all, when it first started, LeVar Ball.
Yes.
Everybody was, hollering about LeVar Ball is always always in his kid's business and all this kind of stuff. But he's being a father.
He's being a father.
You haven't heard his son went over there and got in trouble way over there. And
one time.
And what'd he say? Let him deal with it.
Yeah.
He made the mistake. Let him deal with it.
Yep.
And, his other sons have been on the straight path.
Yes.
This entire time. You know what I mean? So it's like.
The father figure is so important. My wife did a study when she got her doctorate degree on single mothers, and in her study she found that when men in prison, 83% of them are raised by a single mother. 83% that are in jail had no father in their life. A father or a father figure makes a big difference in a child's life.
There's a different kind of structure there.
Yes.
When a man, and it's necessary for both.
Yes. Oh, you need both.
It's necessary for both to be there, but the figure, the father figure. The father figure that's a different kind of structure. It's a different voice.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yes. There's plenty times, in my household, my wife, she can, tell the kids to stop, and they move a little bit too slow.
Right.
They're doing it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But they're moving a little too slow, and I'm, there's a different tone.
Yes.
With a man, and if I just raise my voice just a little bit, then it's like
that's right.
You know what I mean? So it's
a little bit more movement.
And you know what? Children, they respect structure.
They want structure
because they need it. Yeah.
They want structure.
Yeah.
They need structure. They want it. Same thing at the daycare center. I've come into the room where the children are misbehaving, and the teacher's trying to get control of them, and I come in there, sit down, and guess what they do?
Yeah,
they sit down.
It's a different,
It's a different voice, different type of authority. Not better, just different.
And like you said, with the study, your wife was doing a study. The men in prison.
Yes.
The reason they were doing those things is because they were acting out for attention.
Yeah, you know what? Funny that if you listen to one of the songs Jay-Z raps on, he has a verse in one of his songs that says that it was the gangs that showed him love. Every child is looking for the love, looking for that fatherly figure in their life. Now, where they find it at, that's different. But everyone is looking for it. Everyone needs it. And you need a father figure in your life. If your child doesn't have their father, their biological father, then get them a father figure.
Yeah, I'm always so thankful. Me and my brothers always say how thankful we are, of our parents.
Amen.
And them being married over 40 years, and my father, he has 4 boys. You got to raise your voice when it's 4 boys. Yeah, when it's 4 boys and it's
you don't let 4 boys just run wild. You got to raise 4 boys.
And they're stair steps.
Oh my goodness.
So now there's a lot of we're close.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's
hungry.
And it's
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Feed the 4 boys.
I think the one thing I remember my dad always saying to me, that refrigerator does close.
I know that's right.
You go in there and then you leave it open. And
I know that's right.
We was there, yeah. God,
my dad used to hide food from me. He trying to hide the food. I eat so much when I was a teenager. He trying to hide the food,
man,
so he could eat.
Yeah,
so he could have some cookies. He told me one day, I like cookies. I was like, okay, Dad, that's nice. No, son, I like cookies. I like, okay, Dad, you like cookies. He said, no, son, I like cookies. Stop eating up all the cookies.
You was probably eating the cookies
while I was eating the cookies while he was telling me. The lemon cookies with the little icing on it. I'll tear the cookies up.
Good, man.
Oh, they were delicious.
Yeah, those were good. Now you're going to make me start looking for them now.
See?
Now look, man, going back to this NBA, I want to talk about these New York Knicks.
The Knicks not only beat the Celtics, not only are they hot, but they look impressive as they're doing it.
9 straight wins. They done figured it out, and I'm gonna tell you, they got themselves a player in Emmanuel Quickly.
Yeah. I do like him.
That's a young little player that the Celtics couldn't do nothing with him.
Yeah, they couldn't stop him at all.
38 points in 55 minutes.
Yeah, 38 points.
2 overtimes.
They went double overtime.
You know who that I think was probably one of the quietest but best pickups?
Who?
Josh Hart.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I think he's a good player as well. I think he's a good player. I like the next team.
Yeah. Randall's
a beast.
Yeah. Randall's something,
big, strong, left-handed beast.
Man. And he can shoot the 3.
He can. He's actually a very good player.
The Celtics are struggling.
Yeah.
They lost 2 in a row being up 20.
Right.
First one to the Nets. This one to the Knicks.
Right.
So, I mean, I think we know that they'll.
It's such a long season that you'll have your low points in the season. They probably at the low point of the season.
Yeah.
82 games, a lot of games.
And they tired, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of games. To be focused every night you playing, and to be motivated, it's just a lot of games.
And when you get to round 60 games and you in a double overtime game, come on, let's just get this thing over and go on.
Yeah, let's go on.
Suns versus Mavericks.
Did you see that game?
Let me tell you something.
Red watched that game. Boy.
Let me tell you something about KD. I know KD, his offensive game is probably the best in the league.
Right.
On the defensive end, though,
yeah,
that's a bad boy, man.
KD is the best player. I think KD is the best player in the league today.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, 7-footers should not be doing what he does.
Yeah, it's unstoppable.
Oh man! At the end of the game last night, when he drove hard left, and he pulled up. A 7-footer pulling up is almost. How you gonna stop it?
And to stop on a dime.
On a dime, he drove hard left and stopped and pulled up. Now think about it. He's 7 foot, so how you can't contest the shot
with a wingspan of 7'4".
Whoa, it was vicious.
Now, Durant had 37. Booker had 36.
Yeah,
that tandem there.
Yeah, nice. That nice tandem, ain't it?
Booker said it's so easy. I
bet it is.
Just to play freely and
I bet it is.
Yeah.
Defense has to focus on KD. When they focus on KD, you light them up. It was a real good game.
That's hard to stop, man.
And Dallas, let me tell you something. Dallas might have lost that game.
There you go. Thank you.
Boy.
Yeah. They compete, and they're going to be compete, and they're going to hurt a lot of people's feelings in the playoffs because they're gonna knock somebody out.
Man, Kyrie, when he hot, he get anywhere he want to get with the ball.
His game looks it's so smooth. It's like it's easy for him.
Oh man, the person announcing the game on TV said the NBA never seen anything like this, and I screamed at the TV. Yes, we have. Named Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas, yes.
I don't know what y'all forgot about Isaiah?
Isaiah Thomas' game might have been better.
I mean, Isaiah, Isaiah not only had the game, but he was from Chicago. So he had that type of attitude, that type of mindset. You know what I mean? Like, he was out to destroy you.
And here's the thing I think, there's everybody always talking about different eras and, the eras back then couldn't do what these players are doing now and all this kind of stuff. Listen, when we talk about a player like Isaiah Thomas, the handles this man had,
woo,
and wasn't afraid to get no contact.
No, take it to the basket anytime, every time he wanted to.
Now, you talking about attitude?
Oh man, attitude.
Man,
I seen Isaiah have a busted eye.
Yeah.
He didn't want to come out the game.
He had that high ankle sprain.
Yeah, he said that was bad.
26 points in the third quarter.
He said that was bad too. Yeah, you know what I mean.
That's still in the finals. Nobody's ever done. Nobody's passed that.
These young people nowadays they look at some people and be like, we never seen that before. Yes, we have.
Yes, yeah.
His name Isaiah Thomas. Him versus Kyrie would have been a good matchup though.
Oh yeah,
that would have been a great matchup.
Yeah, and We've seen somebody like Luka before.
We've seen Luka before.
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird all day, every day. Larry Bird was a little fatter. He had a little stomach on him. That's all right.
Yeah, but you know what? Now that would have been a good matchup too. See, but you know what? Larry Bird would have took that little.
That's the difference.
Larry Bird would have been mad that you put somebody like him on Bird. Because he said that before.
See, that's the difference. That game last night, Dallas and Phoenix, which will be a great playoff matchup when they play. It was a great game. It came down to the wire, and when they got a little testy, because Luka thought Booker was saying something to him, but Booker was talking to the referee, and they got in each other's face.
Yeah.
5 seconds later, they smiling.
Yeah. I said, why are they doing this? Well, why are you getting in each other's face just to smile?
Now, if that was doing Larry Bird, Magic, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, they was getting in your face to fight.
They get in your face and knock you in your head.
Yeah. Ask Bird about with Doc.
With Doc. And Doc was like the coolest person in the NBA ever had.
See, but that's how you know somebody is that good that it can get you out your character, man. Because I'm scoring on you and I'm still talking to you trash to me.
It was that serious back then. I heard, what's the boy that played for Duke? Little guard, point guard, little ball head boy.
Jason Williams?
I heard Jason Williams say, LeBron would have dominated Michael Jordan one-on-one. First of all, Jason Williams, stop smoking that mess, number one.
Second of all, that's Jordan's forte is a scorer. One-on-one, that's what he does.
We're going to put the talent aside. I don't care who you thought had better talent. You know what the difference would be? Michael Jordan wanted to destroy you.
Yeah.
LeBron don't want to destroy you. LeBron people friend. LeBron's a nice guy. He's a great citizen. But not Michael Jordan. He wants to destroy you.
And here's the thing, talking about that too, because watch the interview with Bill Laimbeer.
Yeah.
And they asked Bill Laimbeer, about this kind of game. He said, well, everything evolves.
Yeah.
He said, the NBA evolves. He's like, and they wanted to move away from what we were doing, so they lightened up on the rules, and they were quicker with the whistle.
That's right.
He's like, but I think one of the differences is now, he was like, even to this day, it kind of, still feels weird to me. He's like, but me and Larry Bird, we wasn't going to hang out with Magic Johnson. He's like, I wasn't hanging out with Magic Johnson. I wasn't hanging out with
enemy.
Yeah, he said I wasn't hanging out with James Worthy. He said, and then there was never no thought process of I'm gonna go join them.
No, they were the enemy.
Yeah, it's if we wanted to get better, we had to
get better.
We had to beat them.
We had to get better to beat them.
It wasn't I can't beat you, so I'm gonna join you.
It wasn't us. It was them. That's them. That's them over there.
And that's why. And that's why it's for me. It's hard to say there's rivalries anymore because it's not
rivalries. That's what happened with Boston and the Sixers. When Boston played the Sixers, they like each other too much.
See, and you said that too. Yeah. You said the problem is Embiid, Brown, and Tatum.
They like each other. Yeah, they friends. You can't be rivalry with somebody you friends with like that.
Think about Jordan when he said he was playing the Phoenix Suns in the finals. He said he'd go out to dinner and just because the coach ain't speak to me.
Did you see that?
I'm gonna kill you on the court.
He said they got a restaurant, and the coach walked past, ain't say nothing. Maybe he ain't see him, or he just felt like he didn't have time. And Michael Jordan said, you ain't speak to me?
Yeah,
I'm going to destroy it. That's what I'm saying.
He was hot.
LeBron versus Mike. Mike would have tried to destroy it. LeBron been like, man, I'm glad I'm on the court with you. I appreciate your greatness. And he's a nice guy. He will talk like that. Michael Jordan be like, I'm out here to destroy you. I'm trying to destroy you. I don't like you. You think you as good as me, and I'm out here to prove it. As a matter of fact, you walk past me and say nothing. Like LeBron said, I ain't walk past you and say no. And Michael Jordan said, I made it up in my mind.
He did.
He really made it up.
He said that too, yeah. And I think that's the thing that people are tripped out about Lillard.
Yeah.
Because Lillard's like,
yeah.
Unless they tell me that they're going to trade me.
Right.
I don't need to join nobody because I'm trying to beat all y'all.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm trying to beat them.
But I'm gonna tell you like this, Lillard. I need the front office to tell you that you get traded.
Front office ain't trading that man. Front office like that man.
God.
He's the pillar of that community. They said they'd rather have him than a championship.
Now, do you think Do you think the Knicks, the way the Knicks are playing,
Oh, they are threatening the East.
there you go.
They are threatening the East.
See, and we were talking about, me and you were agreeing that now we're going to have to go a little further down the list in the East.
Yeah.
We said that, the top teams was Boston, Milwaukee, Philly. Now you got, you got to throw the Cavs and the Knicks in there.
Cavs and the Knicks.
Man.
Yeah.
Who wants to play the Knicks right now?
Nobody wants to play the Knicks right now.
Yeah, Sixers got them coming up. I just wanted you to know. Yeah.
No.
I mean, but hey,
Looking forward to that.
but I'm gonna tell you something. We ain't afraid of them
Nah, we ain't scared. We ain't never been scared.
This is crazy.
Got disconnected. All right, America.
All right, man.
Live TV, you never know what might happen. You never know what could. Every day is something new.
Hey,
every day is special.
See, but you gotta.
Yeah, I mean,
we gotta work through it.
you gotta work through it. It's like life.
That's what
you
makes,
never know what life might throw at you.
That's what
but
makes
we
it
always
good.
prepare.
That's what makes it good.
That's why we work out.
Yeah,
That's why we work out.
it's all good.
So
Everything's
we always prepared.
everything's everything.
Everything good. Everything all right.
Now, I want to talk about some of these games now.
Let's talk about
Today,
our
our 76ers versus Indiana.
the Pacers.
What you think, man?
Are the Pacers still playing basketball?
Yeah, because
Who goes to the game and see the Pacers? You paying to see the Pacers?
Indiana's different than
Yeah.
Indiana's
they
different.
love basketball.
Indiana's different than going to Boston.
Yeah, that's true. They love.
You ever been to Boston Garden?
No, I've never been to Boston Garden.
I've
I've been to Boston before.
So
you ever been to Boston?
So you ain't planning on going to Boston Garden?
Listen, you ever been to Boston?
No.
You gotta be careful in Boston.
My cousin
Boston's a
actually,
little special.
my cousin actually lives out there. And
Okay.
He went to college out there, and
Yeah.
he ran into some stuff.
Yeah, you might run into a couple things in Boston.
Yeah.
That's
that you
you might not.
that you hear about, but
Yeah.
you really ain't accustomed to.
That's surprising because it's a northern city, but go around the wrong street in
Yeah.
Boston and see what happens.
Yeah, and speaking of that, Boston is going to Cleveland today.
Oh, you can't. Yeah, that's good. That's a good match.
I think Cavs going to try to get some get back because that was a good game.
That was a good game. That was a good game. That young Cavalier team, I like them a lot. And we're gonna see how they respond.
Now imagine, because we know Donovan Mitchell wanted to go to New York. Now
Yes.
imagine if he was over there with the Knicks.
Oh man, with that team they got right now.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they'd be more than contenders.
And Brunson didn't even play yesterday.
Oh, your boy Brunson. You know you always like Brunson.
Yeah, Brunson. I like since Villanova.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good player too. He's a real good player.
It's
once he got out of Dallas, went to New York. Now he was able to do a little bit more with his game.
Yeah, and he's. I mean, I think Randall is benefiting the most off of, his, and I think he benefits off of Randall too.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
I wonder who's because they're looking for another superstar. I wonder if they can appeal. I wonder if they can try to appeal Lillard out there in New York, or
Portland ain't get him up.
somebody like Levine.
Now I like Levine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could make a trade for him. And I think he'll play better in New York because he's just going through the motions.
Yeah, Chicago. It's DeMar DeRozan's
Cold in Chicago.
Yeah, and DeMar DeRozan's on the other end of his career.
Yeah, they ain't no good. It's cold. You know what I mean? And in that situation, you just show up to work, get your money. I'm not going to show up to work.
Yeah, it's cold out in Chicago.
It's cold out in Chicago. I ever tell you about when I went to Chicago the first time in Chicago?
You
First time in Chicago.
said almost blew you down the street, didn't it?
First time in Chicago, I get off the plane at O'Hare Airport. I get off the plane, you go downstairs, you got to go downstairs to go to ground transportation. Never forget it. First time. I open the door to go outside, and you remember the Rev 6'3", 260, and the wind pushes me down the street half a block.
See,
I went back in the building, called my wife, like, Pookie, give me a ticket out here. I'm going back home. It ain't safe out here.
yeah, man,
The
Chicago.
hawk is out.
Yeah,
Matter of fact, I told my wife too. When she answered the phone, she was like, "Hello." I was like, "The hawk is out." She's like, "What?" I said, "The hawk is out.
yeah, but he moved you all the
Come
way down
get
the
me.
street.
Come get the Rev."
Now, we got some games today, Rev. Your number 3 seed Kings.
Oh, the Kings. I like
They number 3 in the West.
number 3
Who
in the
has
West.
ever been so quiet as a number 3 seed?
That's real quiet, huh?
We
talk about a whole bunch of teams.
You got DeAndre Fox over there. We talk about
I like Fox.
the Suns and the Warriors more than the Kings.
The Kings.
And the Kings are
They're the third ranked team in the Western Conference.
we got to start putting respect on their name.
You got it. Yeah, they got it. Well, in the playoff, they can earn their respect.
There you go.
You start knocking people in the head.
Who's their head coach?
At the Kings?
Yeah,
Lord knows.
me either. That's I was hoping you.
Lord have mercy.
Maybe that's why we don't.
That's why you got to put some respect on that team name.
Yeah, because the West is heavy all the way through. You got
Yeah, they are.
You got the Nuggets, the Grizzlies in the order: Nuggets, Grizzlies, Kings, Suns, Warriors.
Right.
The T-Bulls.
The T-Wolves.
Yeah, they came out of nowhere. And then you got the Mavericks and the Clippers.
And the Lakers are playing good basketball with AD looking like he healthy, and they might sneak into the 10th spot, that runoff.
You know what I think that they're doing
Yeah,
with the Lakers?
yeah.
I think I think he's a little bit hurt.
Okay.
LeBron. I think LeBron's a little bit hurt, but I don't think the 3-week thing.
You don't think it's gonna be that long?
I don't think it really is. But what I think they're doing is I think they want to see
Right.
if this is it for AD.
Okay.
Can he
Carry the team.
Can he carry this team into the playoffs? If not, they're gonna have to cut bait with him at the end of the season.
Yeah, I think so too. Now maybe he goes to New York next. What?
That's actually a good move,
That's
right?
a good move.
Yeah, and
Rev could be a GM. Rev could be a GM.
to get up out of LA.
Yep. Go to New York.
New York.
New York. You can make it there. You can make it anywhere.
That's a solid team over there.
That's right.
We keep giving all these other teams players. What's up with the Sixers, man? Why won't they?
Sixers don't need no more talent. They need to put it all together.
One more piece. Let me ask you this:
Yeah.
would you take Levine?
Yeah, I would take it.
Who would you get rid of? That's what I'm saying. You need.
Now get rid of your boy Tobias. Because Levine light skin. Can't have too many light skin.
They said They said that.
You had too many light skin guys on the team. It was a problem.
Now they said Tobias might be out for a few weeks.
Yeah, he could be. He
ain't been doing nothing, Rev.
I mean, I think like he's
Making
the
me
fourth
mad.
option.
So
he does what he need to do it.
to be making $180 million.
They made you the fourth option. You got to wait your turn.
Nah, not with $180 million. You ain't no turns be waiting. Come get this ball, man, and let's get some points in this.
He's the fourth option. He got to wait his turn. Call me when you need me.
I do like the three that we got.
Yeah. I
I do like the three, and the bench is
the bench, all right.
When I think of the bench, I think of Niang.
Not the minivan. Not the minivan. The minivan look, boy, he's a liability. Boy.
Man.
They like him though. They like the minivan.
That's gonna be rough.
Yeah.
Play
Now
up.
Trade Harris in the minivan.
Ooh.
Yeah. Trade both of them.
And Court Moss.
Oh, I forgot they got Court Moss.
See, you forgot he don't even.
He don't come off the bench.
I mean, he be in his Sixers gear, but
Court Moss might well sit with me. I want to go to the Sixers game. Matter of fact, next game you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna send Court Moss some popcorn. Hey, Court Moss, hey, get some popcorn for you.
he's averaging. I've never heard this before.
Yeah.
He went from being almost the 6th, 7th player on the team. Now he's averaging 7 seconds a game.
I ain't never heard nobody average
never
seconds
heard that.
before. He averaged 7 seconds.
I've never heard that before.
Who broke it down and got you for 7 seconds?
And then he had to well, I understand his part of it.
Right.
But he had the nerve to say he's requesting a trade.
I guess he is. He said, they ain't playing me. Get me out of here.
Yeah.
Now.
It's time to.
Yeah, you ain't playing. You ain't trading.
Yeah, you got to do something. But that's a good for Levine. I would give up Tobias Minivan and Court Moss.
I ain't give up all that, but I'm gonna give up at least 2 of them cats.
Well, one of them's got to be Tobias.
Yeah, one of them got to be Tobias. They all 3 light skins, so don't matter which 2 you get rid of. You can't have too many light skins.
I mean, you get rid of 3 light skin and bring another light skin brother in there.
You can't have too many light skins.
I mean, he can give you 40 now.
You got to balance it out.
We know he's gonna give you more than Tobias giving you.
I don't think. See,
Nah.
you keep thinking it is Tobias. I think it's because he's the 4th option.
Oh no.
So now Levine the 4th option. So you're gonna be like, we need more for Levine, but he's the 4th option.
I think getting Levine.
Yeah.
I think that would take more pressure off of Maxey. And
Let's
Maxey could get his points, just when he needs to. Because Levine gonna get you about 30 every night now. So now you got.
He ain't gonna get you that many points because he's the 4th option.
No.
You got to share the ball. You got to wait your turn.
I've
been the 4th option on a team before.
I just need. So how many?
I only averaged like 12 points that season. We won a state championship, but I was a freshman.
I mean, but
I was the 4th option.
I just need one more. You think Doc's gonna stay, man?
I mean,
That's the biggest thing.
Could it be that Doc is about ready to hang it up? You ever see Doc? He like so laid back down. I'm thinking, I wonder if he like, you know what I mean? I'm getting older.
Yeah.
Time to hang it up.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we know it's a lot, man.
It's a
And you dealing with see, because now he grew up in the era, it wasn't no load management.
Yeah.
So to be, having to deal with players,
you got to deal with the
2 and 3 games and all that, and then a lot of these players making more money than him.
Yeah.
So you trying to get them to follow your lead, and they like, look, man,
no more.
Man, who started that?
I don't know where that started from. I had a coach one time. He was like, "All right, make it sharp," and we wasn't sharp. Our pass was a little lazy and stuff. And this cat blew the whistle one time and said, "Put the balls up." Never forget this. He said, "Put the balls up." Well, how you gonna play basketball? You gonna put the balls up? We ain't gonna play basketball. We gonna run.
Yeah, run suicides.
You don't want to be sharp? Then I'm gonna run you. I was like, we never gonna be not sharp again.
Yeah, and
this is not how you do it.
That's what's missing, man. I just think some
people
of these
falling out on the court, people crying. Rev tried to walk out.
They wasn't crying, was they?
No, people crying and everything.
They was hurting.
No, man, we was hurting.
I mean,
Rev tried to walk out.
Some of that,
couldn't even walk out. I was so tired I couldn't even walk out.
See, but you try to.
I had to tell the man, "Well, I kept my breath. I'm leaving this team." That's how he ran that so much. I was like, "Well, I kept my breath. I'm gonna leave this team." I couldn't even walk out then.
See, but you try to do that now. They'll just
now they get rid of it.
Yeah, Durant will just say, you'll wake up next day and they say Durant got traded to Milwaukee.
Right. They get rid of you as a coach now.
Yeah, this a different it's a different league we in, man.
Yeah, it's different.
The players are running everything.
Yeah, you better not say nothing to the players. Let me tell you something. Better not say a word to those players. They are young people who make a whole bunch of money, never been through nothing in life, and you better not even raise your voice at them.
Yeah, because one person, man, they can send one person at you.
Yeah, well, I remember it was a coach from college, and they said that he was abusive because he was raising his voice. He was raising his voice.
Who, Bobby Knight?
No, they coach, who was a young coach. He was raising his voice, and the team told on him. He was raising his voice. Well,
what you call it?
What the coach supposed to do?
Akeem Olajuwon tried to. He was helping the Houston college team out a couple years ago, and he was like, I was there, and he said they kicked me out. He said because I was hollering.
They kicked the Hall of Famer out.
He said I was hollering at the guy.
Right.
Like.
You can't holler at him no more.
He said he was, and they said what was your? He said he was 6'11". All I was telling him is, why can't you get a couple rebounds?
Right.
You 6'11".
Right.
They kicked him out.
Yeah, because you can't holler at him. If you have a critique of a player now, you got to write him a letter. You got to send him a text.
What?
Yeah, you got to send him a text. And the text you got to send him a text, and the text you got to say, "I'm not getting on you because I love you."
Hey, Rev.
I'm trying to tell you got to say I love you first. Then you think I'm joking about this part.
In about 15, 20 years, man, these sports it ain't gonna be no such thing.
Nah,
man. It's gonna
15, 20 years we be talking Russian or Chinese or something.
It's gonna be no such thing as basketball and football if we go in there. I got to send you a text. I was just standing next to you.
You got to say I love you first. I had this training. There's no joke. I had this training, and they was like, what we want you to do is before you say anything, you just affirm your love for them. No joke, this is a real training I had. I was like, I'm looking at the people, right? So I guess the person who's giving the instructions, I guess he saw my face because I'm just looking at him like, this is a bunch of nonsense here. So he was like, would you like to start? So I said, my man, let me tell you something. Never talk dumb around me. You wasting my time, number one. I am not ever going to start a conversation with people. I love you. I got to say I love you every time I start a conversation. Nah. You're just wasting time.
What? See, again, going back to
They never invited me back, by the way.
There's got to be. So you and Olajuwon got kicked out.
Yeah, I got kicked out. They never invited me back.
See, this is why we're talking about structure.
Yeah.
There has to be a structure in place. We had a Zoom on Saturday when they was talking about that.
Yeah.
There's got to be a structure, man. It's see what happens.
It got to be structured.
When there's no structure around, there's
And that was a leadership class we was on.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
so if you ain't got no structure, look what happens.
Yes. And that's where we are.
They start telling on you.
Yeah,
You got to send text messages.
You got to send text messages. Start off by saying, I love you. I love you. I just want you to know I love you. Before I say anything, I love you. But can you stop being late to work, please? That's what they were trying to tell me.
Yeah, that's on.
I got to say I love you before I tell you to stop being late to work.
We got to do better.
Yeah, we got to do better.
We got to do better than this. This can't be.
Always remind me of a episode. It was a movie, Bill Murray, and called Stripes. And it was one scene where the women officers in the Army had the recruits come in, and the one woman officer said to the other woman officer, "What do you think about the recruits?" And the woman officer looked at her and said, "Hope we don't go to war." That's what we had in our society.
Yeah.
Hope we don't go to war, because these cats ain't gonna make it. They are not gonna survive. I'm trying to tell you. Everybody gets a little trophy. You don't get no trophy because you participated.
Yeah.
You get a trophy when you win.
Yeah.
You don't win, you don't get no trophy. Stop all that crying. It's the best thing for you, by the way, because you're gonna strive to get the trophy.
Yeah, and it also teaches you how to build together.
Yeah, and learn how to lose with grace.
See,
learn how to lose with grace.
we can't look. Me and you, we know we're gonna start a Faith in Sports basketball league.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe the year after we can have you as a coach. First year, we got to bring them in.
I'm better now.
We got to bring them in, man.
When I was young, I was horrible. I was horrible at it. I had bad sportsmanship when I was young. I wouldn't shake people's hands or nothing. I was horrible at it.
You're going to be taking everybody's trophy. You ain't deserve no trophy.
Right.
Man. You ain't even play this shit.
Everybody ain't get no trophy. Our league. Listen, if you ain't first place, you ain't get no trophy.
No, you ain't getting no. Yeah,
you ain't getting no trophy.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah, you ain't getting a trophy. Now we get everybody a fruit snack or something.
Yeah.
Everybody
men?
participate.
You
Gets
get
fruit
grown
snack.
men fruit snacks.
I'm talking about the kids. I'm talking about that league for the kids.
Oh yeah.
The kids league. Everybody get a fruit snack. Everybody get a trophy. Y'all gonna learn how to lose gracefully.
That's going to teach us a lot about us too, Rev.
Yeah. Because I'm gonna win.
Patience.
I'm gonna win.
We're gonna have
my team gonna win.
We're gonna need patience.
Well, my team parents gonna need patience. Like, why you keep blowing the whistle and making our children run?
Then you got to tell them.
I'm gonna run.
Then you got to tell them you love them.
No, I ain't telling them I'm gonna.
But
you get online. You run suicide.
But they got to
run.
run.
My parents gonna be in shape.
Oh yeah, this league ain't gonna last long.
My parents gonna be in shape. They gonna run suicide. Be late if you want to.
This league ain't gonna last long. Cause we gonna need a whole lot more faith in sports. Oh man,
oh America, we have a good time, and we're glad you joined us. And each day is getting better and better. Yeah. We're going all the way to the top, Ron.
Yeah,
all the way to the top. We got Jim Turner in the back, running the production. Lord have mercy. Pray for him, Lord. Pray for him, America. Pray for him.
My man, Jim.
15 seconds. Count it off. Come on, America. We're going all the way to the top. To the mountaintop.
Oh, man.
I had a dream.
Yeah, we're going to need a lot of faith for this.
A lot of faith. Until tomorrow, America. Keep rolling to the top.
We got to get us a